this is Heather with a New Day Crochet, here to show you how to create a chainless foundation using half double crochets. And the reason you'd want to make a chainless foundation over, just making a chain and then working your first stitch into the chain is highly just personal preference. It does save you a little bit of time, and I find that the stitches come out a little bit more even when you don't have to chain into them, because chaining can be a little bit tedious. So this just basically skips a whole step in your project. So I'm going to be demonstrating with a bulky weight yarn and a larger hook. I'm using a 10mm hook, and I think this is a size 5 yarn. Okay, so you'll start a chainless foundation just like you would a chain. So you're going to wrap your hook or your yarn around your finger, bring up a loop. Now, I know that not everybody does this, but I always count this first loop as my first chain. So you're going to want 3 chains on your hook. So this is chain 1, 2, and 3. So you have 3 chains on the hook, and you're going to, since this is half double crochet, we're going to yarn over and put your hook into that first loop. Yarn over and then pull up a loop. So you have 3 loops on your hook, just like so. Now normally with a half double crochet you would just yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, but since this is a starting chain or a chainless foundation, we're going to be making the chain and the half double crochet in one. So we're going to yarn over and pull through the first loop. So now we still have 3 loops on the hook. This essentially just created our chain, and this will be the half double crochet on top of it. So we're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. So we'll do that again. Yarn over, and you're going to insert your hook on the underside, this little V here. It's hard to tell with the first chain stitch, but yarn over and then pull through. So now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So I'll keep doing it just to, for you to see. Yarn over and pull through. Now you see the loop down here, like this little V. Pull up all 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, and all 3 loops. So you can see like the chain on the bottom is starting to take shape. I'll just crochet a few more so you can see. And you can see how that is starting to take shape. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you are doing this, when you are pulling up your loop, you want to make sure that you give it enough slack. If you don't give it enough slack and you're pulling up your loops like really close together, you can see how it starts to bend. So you want to make sure that you're giving it enough slack, and don't be, shy to pull it up like this, okay? Be a little bit more, give it more slack on these loops, because then it'll keep your starting or your chainless foundation nice and straight, okay? And then you just keep doing this for however many that you need. And then when you're done and you're ready for your next row, you just chain 2, turn, and then you're gonna just half double crochet across like so. Whoops. But that's pretty much it. You can do this with single crochets, you can do this with double crochets, but it's just a way to start your projects without having to chain all of those chains and then go back and work into those chains. So if you found this helpful, leave me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel for even more simple crochet tutorials. Thanks for tuning in.